Hello again guys, Melissa here, and in today's video I'll be showing you the HyperX Cloudflight S wireless headset. To go alongside that, we do have their ChargePlay Base as well, which is a Qi wireless charger. So the headset does have the Qi charging compatibility. This is the Qi wireless charger, so together they go hand in hand. It's worth mentioning that they are sold separately though, so you have the headset coming in at around £149.99, and then you have the ChargePlay Base coming in at £59.99. But first of all, we're going to unbox the headset and have a look at that, and then later on in the review is where you guys will get to see the functions of the ChargePlay Base. Inside of the box you get a USB dongle to connect the headset to either a PC, laptop or PS4 console. You get a detachable microphone and a micro USB charging cable, and the overall weight including the microphone comes in at 320 grams. In terms of the look, you do have the black matte look all over, bar these little glossy parts just above the ear cups themselves. It does have the HyperX logos on the left and the right ear cups, as well as the HyperX branding actually on top of the headband as well, so it's definitely representing the HyperX brand. It is made out of plastic, but does actually have a strip of metal running through the top of the headband, going down to where the adjustable sliders are as well, so it gives it a lot more durability, which is brilliant. And then when it comes to the ear cushions and the head cushions as well, these are super comfortable. These are actually made out of plush memory foam leatherette. So they're super comfortable, especially if you're going to be gaming for long periods of time. They do have a fair amount of flexibility and resilience to them as well. I was managing to kind of pull and bend them slightly without feeling that they weren't going to withstand it at all. Unfortunately, the adjustable sliders don't have a numbered notch system, so it may take some fiddling and kind of adjusting just to get the preferred setting that you had it beforehand, especially if you like knock it out of place or someone else has used the headset either before or after you. The sliders do actually increase and decrease by quite a lot, which is really good, so it definitely fits a variety of head shapes and sizes, and especially if you're wearing glasses as well. I found that the clamping force of the headset was really good. It didn't clamp too much to the point where my head was suffocating, and when I was wearing my glasses when I was on like gaming or anything like that, I found that it didn't like push my glasses into my head too much or anything. It was comfortable to wear overall, and the actual ear cushions, the headband cushion and everything, it just kind of complemented each other and was just super comfortable, especially for long periods of gaming on my PC. They don't feel like a cheap headset, even though they are made out of plastic, because it does have that added metal in the headband and where the adjustable sliders are and everything. It definitely does feel very durable and very premium. It doesn't feel cheap, tacky, too light, too flimsy or anything like that, which is really good, and it's what you want from a premium headset, to be honest. In terms of the onboard controls or on-ear controls, you do have the power on or off button, and then the 7.1 virtual surround sound button located at the bottom of the left ear cup. And then on the bottom of the right ear cup is where you'll find your increase and decrease volume dial. The left headphone is where you'll find these like 4 indented buttons, which can be customized through the Ingenuity software. And this is the headphone that you'll actually be placing onto the Qi charger as well to charge the headset wirelessly. To get them connected to a PC, laptop or PS4, they use a 2.4 GHz RF wireless USB dongle. In terms of the range that they have, HyperX do state that they have up to 20 meters in wireless range, which is really good in my opinion. I was able personally to go down to my kitchen, make a cup of tea with them on whilst listening to music, and I didn't hear any loss of sound, no crackling or anything, so I was really impressed with the range here. The battery in them does last up to 30 hours depending on the volume that you have them at. I actually managed to get a couple of days use out of them, which was really good, before even thinking about charging them, which was great. To charge them up, you can actually use the included micro USB cable that you get inside of the box, or this is where our ChargePlay Base comes into play. The look of it is really simplistic and nothing too fancy at all, but it does have space for 2 Qi enabled devices, and it's powered by an AC wall adapter. It has a Qi output of 10 watts per pad, or a total of 15 watts if you're charging 2 Qi enabled devices simultaneously. And then when charging, it does have individual red LEDs on each side as well, just so you can see the charging status of them. One thing I did notice is that the LEDs did stay lit even when the device had been fully charged, which was kind of confusing because obviously it would be good to know when the device had fully finished charging. I did find that sometimes the Qi charging could be a little bit temperamental when it came to the ChargePlay Base. I would kind of have to put the headset on it to then realise it's not being charged, to then take it off again, to kind of manoeuvre it a little bit more, to try and get it in a position that the actual ChargePlay Base accepted. But obviously once it had accepted it, it started charging perfectly fine. When it comes to their sound, they do have 50mm drivers on the inside, and they also have a frequency response range from 10Hz up to 20 kHz. So you get your deep lows and then you have your clear highs too, making this range great for bassy in-game explosions whilst still making it crisp when it comes to hearing enemy footsteps or in-game dialogue. I did definitely have a better experience using the 7.1 virtual surround sound when it came to gaming over than when it came to listening to music. So the gaming sides of things was really good for the fact that I felt very immersed, it felt very realistic, and just generally I could just hear so much that was going on around me, and I could pinpoint enemy locations a lot better. And then when it came to listening to music, it was fairly decent, but I could definitely tell there was a reduction in bass, and I don't know, just in certain songs it felt like it sounded very tinny and very echoey in certain parts of the song. When it comes to HyperX's Ingenuity software, it is very easy and very self-explanatory to use. Obviously just make sure you update the firmware like you would any new peripheral that you get, just to make sure that you have access to everything that's needed. So here you can adjust sound and mic volumes, activate side tone, and turn 7.1 surround sound on or off. You can also allocate what those 4 indented buttons do on the side of the headphone. So here you can choose a variety of things. So you have your game and chat volumes, you have volume up, volume down, skip, play. You have loads of options here that you can choose these buttons to do whichever. But if you did decide to use 2 of the buttons on the headphone to actually use as your game or chat mix controls, you have access to adjusting the volumes of your chat or your game as well. So if you're in a Discord party and you want to hear that party a lot more louder than the game, you can obviously adjust accordingly, or vice versa. So it is pretty simple to do. A couple of negatives here when it comes to the Ingenuity software is, so first of all, you have, when it comes to the game and chat volume controls, you cannot adjust them via the software. You have to assign them to the buttons on the headphones. And then the other thing here is just that the Ingenuity software just doesn't have any equalizer options, so you can't actually go ahead and change the sounds to how you would prefer it in certain games or music or movies or anything like that. You've literally got to stick with what the software gives you. You do have 2 presets, but it's literally a case of turning down the volume, having 7.1 active, not having 7.1 active, or turning up the volume. So you can choose presets between such basic controls, and I feel that they could definitely update it to the point where you can have so much control over the way these sound. The microphone has a noise-cancelling bidirectional polar pattern, so it predominantly picks up equal levels of sound from the front and rear, whilst trying to block out a lot of the surrounding background noises, and it has a frequency response from 50Hz to 18 kHz. In my opinion, the microphone does lack in quality and sound accuracy. Deeper sounds can come through more distorted, whilst the higher sounds are more clearer but still fall more on a trebly side. Mouth pops are heard too easily, and I sound very, very nasally. Overall, I do think that these products do complement each other if you were to get them together. It is a shame that you do have to buy them separately, especially because they seem to partner up so well. The headset is super comfortable, and I did forget that I even had it on a lot of the time. You definitely get a lot of freedom when it comes to the wireless range that it has and the battery life as well. Didn't feel that I was having to charge it a lot of the time or anything, and it just made my gaming sessions a lot longer and a lot more kind of easier to deal with. They also have some good noise cancellation to them as well when you're wearing them, so that you kind of can block out the background noise, which is great. but they do kind of give off some slight sound leakage when you are listening to music or playing games and whatnot, so this is something to be wary of. Whilst there is a definite lack of quality in this microphone, I do think that the headset overall is a great solid choice when it comes to a wireless gaming headset. I just think that they really need to update their software to allow us to be able to control our sound settings and equalize the way that we want to hear certain games, certain music and movies. That's it from me today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We do have some BitTech merch now, so if you want to make sure you hit the link below, you can grab yourself some of our BitTech merch, which is looking pretty sweet. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye!